Hi, my name is Bob Hutchings. Thanks for tuning in. I'm a realtor here in Eugene, Oregon, and this is Home Buying 101. First things first, what you need to do is study the market. You need to know what the current trends are. You need to be able to know when you're ready to buy a house, what's going on in the neighborhood. So the best way to do that at first may be looking at the public sites and determining what properties are for sale, how much they're selling for. And when you're ready to move, you'll know and you can contact your realtor, and hopefully, if they're like me, they're going to drop what they're doing and get you into that house so that you can look at making a competitive offer. There's certain things that you're going to need to have in order to be able to compete with other buyers that may be looking at the same house you are. The first thing is a pre-qualification letter or proof of funds. So you need to have contact with a mortgage broker, have them on speed dial so that they can provide you that proof of funds letter when you submit your offer. Your offer is an 11-page contract, and it has a number of contingencies in it that we'll address in a minute. Now, along with your proof of funds, you're going to need to have earnest money, and that earnest money is going to be approximately 1% to 2% of the listing price. For example, $100,000, you're going to need to put down $1,000 to $2,000 as earnest money. That money will sit at the escrow office, the title company, and it will be held there by the neutral party and will exchange when the contract is completed and you've either purchased the property or you've decided to get out of it. On one of the contingencies, you can get your earnest money back. We're also going to ask you to put together a letter of why you like the house. I think this is important. You're going to send this letter over to the seller, and it's going to put a little piece on the scale that's going to weigh in your favor, that's going to let the seller know why you like the house, for whatever reason that is. It does weigh in, and the sellers do consider it very much when making a decision in a competitive offer situation. It's best if your agent is able to communicate well with the seller's agent. One of the things they can do is find out what the seller's needs are and address those in the contract, whether they want a quick close or a slow close, whether they want certain aspects of the property to remain, etc. Another important thing to let the seller know is that you have an inspector, and that inspector is lined up for such and such date so that they know you're serious, you're motivated, and you're going to move this contract along. Okay. Your offer's been accepted. Now, what are the stages that you need to go through to get to the closing table? There's a couple phases that we're going to work on simultaneously, and in the beginning, there's a lot of action in those first 2 weeks. You're going to be meeting with your loan officer and applying for your loan. Simultaneously, we're going to set up the inspections. The inspector's going to come and look at the house, go over it clearly and closely, find any things that might be wrong with it, and then we'll do some negotiating around that. You will be responsible for the cost of that inspection. You may also be responsible for some of the other inspections that you're going to want to get taken care of. When purchasing country property, you're going to have well inspections and septic inspections. There are other types of inspections too that we can discuss, like hazardous material inspections. Once the inspections are done, there's a negotiation period that goes on between you and the seller. After that is completed, you're going to order your appraisal with your lender. Once the appraisal has been ordered, the appraiser will come out to the house and make a determination of whether the house is the value that you're going to be paying for it. Once that is taken care of, then the loan documents will be cut and ordered and sent to the closing table, at which point, where your earnest money has been sitting since you put it in with the title company, you will then come to the table, sign more papers. The seller will come to the table, not at the same time, and they will sign papers. Once everything is taken care of as far as signatures are concerned and the money's been received by escrow, the title will exchange hands, it will get recorded, and you will get your keys. Thank you for getting to this point in the video. As you can see, there's a lot of things going on in the process of purchasing a home. I'm here for you, I'm experienced, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes to help you get your offer accepted and then get to the closing table. Thanks again for listening. My contact information is right here, so feel free to reach out anytime. Thank you.